Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Doing this video in response to a comment that was left on one of my prior videos, asking for a comparison of the Seamaster Pro and Aqua Terra on the wrist. Neither of these are the current models. If you're familiar with them, the Seamaster Pro on the right is what many people call an smpc, the first ones with the ceramic bezel insert. It's the model immediately prior to the current one, and the same thing for the Aqua Terra. This has the 8500 movement, and the newer version of that one actually, because it's a master coaxial and no frame around the day window. So here you can see the two watches side by side. The Seamaster Pro is 41 millimeters. The Aqua Terra, this is the larger version, a 41.5 millimeter case diameter. Lug widths on the two are 20 millimeter. It's pretty apparent, I think, from the video and in real life even more so. The 41.5 Aqua Terra wears larger than the Seamaster Pro. And here I have the 41.5 millimeter Aqua Terra side by side with a watch that wears very large. That's a 42 millimeter diameter Hamilton Intra-matic, and the Hamilton, because it's all glass, it really wears very big and actually has 22 millimeter lugs. And as you can see, the Aqua Terra does not look that much smaller than this large wearing 42 millimeter watch. So I would say that 41.5 Aqua Terra wears pretty large. Here again, as a basis for comparison, I've got the 41 millimeter Seamaster Pro next to the large wearing 42 millimeter Hamilton Intra-matic, and I think this also, sort of reinforces my point before. The Seamaster Pro does not wear as large as Aqua Terra. I think here it looks significantly smaller than this 42 millimeter Intra-matic. So, if how the 41 millimeter wears on the wrist is of concern, particularly if you don't want the watch to wear too large. If I was debating between an Aqua Terra and a Seamaster Pro, I'd go with the Seamaster Pro for that reason. Not only is it slightly narrower in actual diameter, but the design of the case and lugs help make it feel and appear more compact. You can see here the Seamaster Pro lugs are shorter than the Aqua Terras and a little less bulky as well. So hope this was helpful. And if you're in the market to buy either a Seamaster Pro or an Aqua Terra, I find really any watch this would go for. It's very helpful to look at side-by-side shots. Helps you gain a much better understanding of how a watch actually looks and wears, because the dimensions on paper really don't tell the whole story. Each watch design is different and will wear differently. I think the three watches in this video clearly illustrate that. So just as a final note, I'd also add that this comparison that I'm showing here probably would not hold true for today's current Seamaster Pro and Aqua Terra models. Current Seamaster Pro is 42 millimeters in case diameter, so bigger than this one, and the current Aqua Terra is 41 millimeters, so smaller than the one here on the video. So probably if you're looking at 2021 models, you'll find that the Seamaster Pro does in fact, in that case, look and wear bigger. So something to consider. If I ever have those watches, I'll make a video showing them as well. Thanks again.